Greetings, Conestoga friends. For those of you who do not know, my name is Brandon Grady, and I had the blessing of being the summer pastor at Conestoga in 2007 under the program for Bethany Theological Seminary. I was a summer intern at Conestoga and really enjoyed my time and appreciated it. But before I talk about how I was impacted by that ministry moment that really turned out to be the start to my ministry career, which is nothing short of amazing to now reflect on and think about. I think about what it means to think about God working in so wonderful and beautiful a way to even have me come to Conestoga. When I was first called to the seminary program, I took the ministry class and I had a year-long chaplaincy placement in Greenville, Ohio, in preparation for a 10-week summer placement. And I thought I was going to serve at my home in Dover at that neighboring congregation in East Berlin, Pennsylvania, the Bermudian Church of the Brethren. But that fell through, and so I was scrambling in the spring actually of 2007. And there was a big question on what I'm going to be doing with my life, and can I complete seminary if I don't get this 10-week placement worked out? Well, you folks at Conestoga agreed to take me on, and I'm so pleased, eternally pleased. You did. You gave me strength, you gave me welcome, and you gave me a sense of hope to find myself not only as Brandon, the blind person that can serve in the church, but Brandon, the ministering one who will serve in the church. And there is a major difference in those mentalities. So I want to talk about coming to Conestoga. I got the call from Alan Miller, who was my mentor when I was there, served as your pastor for a while, and I'll never be able to thank Pastor Allen enough for his genuine support and affirmation of my ministry. And really, during that time, it was more the affirmation of me as a capable ministering person and someone who had gifts. Alan took me seriously. He didn't treat me as anyone who was blind or different. He just treated me as someone he was mentoring into the ministry and someone who legitimately he felt could be called as our time together progressed. It was wonderful to connect with many of you in the life of the church, and I got to be in many of your homes, and I got to lead 2 special hymn sing services, and that was nothing short of amazing. And what a blessing to be in your Bible school and to connect with your praise team and to sit in your youth Sunday school and to connect with you at different fellowship and meal events. I remember the first Sunday I had a picnic with you all, and that was incredible. But there are 2 big memories that stand out during my time at Conestoga that I really want to highlight. Number 1 was just the unique experiences you all gave me. I got to attend a piano recital that was held that Emma was involved in, and I got to really consider sitting with you in both formal and informal environments. I sat at dinner tables, in homes, and in restaurants, and I also sat with my teaching committee, a group of you that helped me think about what my career would look like as each moment was unfolding at Conestoga. You folks helped me critique things. I'll especially never forget Gene Weil, who was the chair of that committee. helping me think about different things. Gene always was great at asking questions and pushing me, challenging me to consider, let's think about things this way, Brandon. Of course, along those lines, I got to be with you in the formal realms too, presenting 3 sermons, and just how you all accepted those sermons and showed me how I could do it, even though I hadn't really had much experience until now. So, Conestoga, you are one of the big reasons why I'm now not just surviving, but thriving as a pastor in the life of the Church of the Brethren, now serving. Of course, I was 3 years at the Ambler Church in Philadelphia, and now I'm blessed to be serving in my 7th year here at the Black Rock Church of the Brethren in southern Pennsylvania. But the other thing Conestoga did for me was help me to establish relationships, and 2 of your individuals really helped spark my direction and kept me going. So a piece of you was with me right from the beginning, and I gotta give thanks to those special individuals. One is Michael Oleg. Michael is a young, vibrant person. He's serving now, active with his beautiful wife Nikki out in Illinois. He's working as an electrical engineer, but before that, he was a vibrant young person whom I was getting to know and getting to potentially form a connection with in the youth Sunday school class. And I remember being there that first Sunday. Of course, I was exhausted. I got to Conestoga Saturday night. It was late after my mom and stepdad got married, actually. And that Sunday morning, I was I got to tell you, half dead when I was in uh, praise team rehearsal, or listening to it anyway, and then going to Sunday school and then worship. And I'm thinking, how am I going to drag myself through all of this? Well, I was in Sunday school and they were all saying, "Oh, Brandon, it's so good to have you with me." And I'm thinking, yeah, I just want to get to bed. This was an incredible time. And Michael Oleg told me later, this young gentleman who I had a lunch with, he said, "Yeah, I could tell, Brandon, you were exhausted, but you were trying to put on a good front." And I'll never forget that. And from then, Michael and I connected probably once or twice a week during those 10 weeks, and he is still one of my very good and closest friends today. The other is Jim Wagamuth. Jim was a gentleman that I appreciate his brethren values. I appreciate all that is important to him about our denomination. And Jim equipped me to think about being Brandon, again, just being myself. And he encouraged me not just to think about how I want to serve Conestoga, but that I have gifts the wider church and denomination needs to hear. And Jim, after I left Conestoga, he and I stayed in regular touch, and we connected regularly through different events. Jim has given me so much financial help and encouragement and support as a person, and helping me to think about not only being a minister, but trying to spread my wings and be all I can be as God gives me strength. I'm so thankful to Jim and Louise Wagamuth for all their continued support and equipping of me as a ministering person. So, in short, I want to tell you, you will always be with me, friends. All of you at Conestoga. You have empowered me to be Brandon, the ministering person, and that's what I've attempted to be. I always will give credit to you folks for showing me that I can and should be a pastor in the life of the church. Romans 12 tells us we should be sharing our gifts. If you have the gift, you should be using it. Romans 12, 5 through 8 highlights those different gifts of the Spirit. And I'm planning to share that gift as God gives me strength. None of us are perfect, but all of us have been given something. And you folks at Conestoga showed me I have something to offer and something to share. And I'll never be able to repay you, but boy, am I eternally grateful. To God be the glory. Have a blessed celebration. Congratulations on 50 years. And I look forward to continuing to think about where you are. Actually, it's 250 years, I believe, and I'll look forward to seeing what happens in the next 250 years. Of course, I won't be around then, but what a blessing to be joining in your celebration today. Thank you very much, and God bless you.